The elevator door slid open onto the 14th floor, releasing a wave of caffeine, whiteboard fumes, and the unmistakable scent of Phoenix Foundry, the city's most cutthroat startup incubator. Maya Wren stepped out, clutching her laptop to her chest like a shield. She was on week 2 of the program, and the pressure had already turned her into a sleep-deprived shadow powered exclusively by cold brew and fear. She was here to build Glint, a tool that predicted burnout by analyzing work patterns. Ironically, she hadn't slept properly in days. Across the crowded bullpen, she saw the one face she hoped she'd never see again. Evan Hart. Perfectly tousled hair, annoyingly calm posture, and a smug smile that seemed to be permanently activated. Maya's longtime competitor. The last time they'd been in the same room was at a pitch competition in college. She lost by 1 point, and his victory grin had been burned into her memory ever since. He looked up and caught her staring. "Oh," he said, raising an eyebrow. "You again." "Unfortunately," she replied. "Don't you have anyone else to defeat today?" "Not yet," he said cheerfully. "But the day is young." Maya found her assigned desk and discovered Evan's was directly across from it, separated only by a sad little plant. She stared at the seating chart in disbelief. "No," she whispered. "This is psychological warfare." Evan leaned back in his chair. "Looks like the Foundry wants us to bond. I'd rather bond with that fern." "Same," he shot back. "It's healthier and probably more supportive." She ignored him and opened her laptop. Then their mentors announced the first weekly challenge, teams of 2. Build a minimum viable demo in 72 hours. Maya's stomach dropped when she read her partner assignment. Partner. Evan Hart. "You've got to be kidding me," she muttered. Evan peeked over her shoulder. Try to look less thrilled. Their project was to combine her burnout detection algorithms with his scheduling optimizer. In theory, it could create a personalized work-life balance planner. In practice, it created 3 arguments about UI design. 2 hours of Evan insisting dark mode was superior, and 1 spilled latte. Their half-broken API kept returning, "Go take a nap," as its only recommendation. But somewhere between debugging at 3 a.m. and debating whether the app should be named ZenShift or Flogo, Maya made a horrifying discovery. Evan was nice. Not fake nice. Actually nice. He made her tea without asking because he noticed she'd stopped blinking. He apologized when he talked over her. He genuinely listened when she explained her algorithm. And once, while they were editing their pitch deck, their hands touched on the keyboard. She pulled back. He didn't. "Sorry," he whispered. "It's fine," she said, way too quickly. "Just focus." By the time demo day arrived, they were exhausted, unshowered, and maybe, just possibly friends. Evan nudged her as they waited backstage. "Nervous?" "No," she lied. "I don't get nervous," he smiled. "Then I'll do it for both of us." Their pitch went smoothly. Their app demoed flawlessly. Investors nodded approvingly. And when they finished, the crowd clapped. But all Maya heard was her own heartbeat. She realized she was holding Evan's hand. He didn't let go. They got second place. Maya waited for the sting of disappointment. It didn't come. Instead, she turned to Evan and said, "You know, in college, I used to hate you." "That's okay," he replied softly. "I think I hated you first. But now," she exhaled. "You're not so bad," he grinned. "That's the nicest thing anyone has said to me all week." "And what about you?" she asked. "What do you think of me now?" Evan stepped closer, his heart pounding. "I think," he whispered, "that winning second place with you felt better than winning first place alone." Before she could respond, he leaned in. But Maya kissed him first. 6 months later, Phoenix Foundry featured them on its homepage. ZenShift, the fastest-growing wellness app of the year. In the team photo, they stood side by side, no plant between them, no rivalry left hands intertwined. And every time someone asked how they met, Maya would roll her eyes and say, "Badly. But it got better." Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this story, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more. We'll see you in the next video.